Hello guys, this is the No Personality Gamer once again, and then I thought, after I made the video about 10 theories how Universe 7 would win, I thought, why not make another 10, another list. Well, this time it's not going to be of 10 or any specified number, it's just going to be whatever I can think of at the moment. So to begin with, what tactics could our heroes use to win the tournament? So the first thing we need to remember is that no flying is allowed, even though I thought flying within the ring would be allowed, just outside of it would not be allowed. But since no flying is allowed, it gives a lot of the power to anyone that can use the leg sweep or some sort of those sort of moves just to knock the balance off the enemy, because it would be extremely effective. And because you can just knock them off their feet and then just kick them out the ring, because they can't fly, so they're gonna fall down unless they know instant transmission or something else that could get them there instantly, or they could use like a time skip like Hit does to survive that sort of tactic. Another one which I feel like would be more fun and more comical is that since Android 18 and Krillin will be working together, because they are, it's just a given, they'll be a very effective team. They would be using, how should I say it? Krillin would use Solar Flare to blind the enemy, while Android 18, who is at a much higher power level, would knock them off the arena. So that would be a thing. Or Goku, well, Goku won't be using, Goku would like to fight rather than bait, but if Goku does intend to use some sort of underhanded tactics, like bait them out, like in League of Legends games, you bait the strongest enemy into your entire team. But I mean, like, since Goku can use instant transmission, he can just stand at the edge when someone tries to punch him, instant transmit away or move fast away, shocking the ever-living crap out of the enemy, which would be really funny in my opinion. Like, just to see maybe one or two guys just die because they're too dumb to realize that Goku can instantly transmit. The biggest concern they probably would have is the bird creatures, because they're the only ones that are able to fly naturally. So they would have a distinct advantage. So breaking their wings or something like that would be really effective. Another thing I would say is that killing's not allowed, but amputation is on the table, technically. I mean, they could break an appendage, leg, arm, etc., make the person useless even if they're unable to throw them out, taking them out of the fight completely. And for the well-being, if these guys are good people, their own universe guys will either try to protect them to keep just the numbers advantage, or just throw them out just because they're in so much pain. Another technique it would be that I believe they would use, and I would say it would be extremely amazing, is rather than putting all their power, they're putting all their energy and turning it into super speed, so to move faster than the enemy can react and just take him out. Basically what Jiren did when he first met Goku. He did not bother to use any strength to scare him. He just used his speed just to scare the ever-living crap out of him. And the other thing is, since they have Frieza, and I'm going back to Frieza is going to be a very key aspect, since Frieza is the second name, or another way of saying you're an asshole. Frieza can and will break people's legs, cut them off, rip Frost's tail off and feed it to him because he can. But no, he would probably use special beam cannon in a very non-threatening way, or something else, a destructo disc, because killing is not allowed, but mortally wounding your enemy, I guess that's on the table. So just like you could say, like, Batman does not kill, but he does put the enemy in the hospital for literally forever by breaking every single bone in their body. So that would be another way. Another combo thing I thought of that was very effective was the fact that Android 17 has this massive energy shield which can absorb a lot of damage. So I'm just going to use another League of Legends sort of anagram. So That's basically Yasuo's wind wall. So it's just a big FU to everyone else using energy attacks or something of that sort. And also, I believe, I'm not completely certain, but I believe the androids are able to absorb energy. But I think these androids are not able to. But I'm just gonna, let's just say they are able to, but they choose not to. They could just sap the energy out of strong opponents and fuel their own ki to make themselves stronger. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Another tactic would be to either go into the center, but as we see, it's a giant freaking top, like a B-blade sort of design. So the center even has like a sort of a fall zone. So the closest thing would be in the middle, in a place where you're not too close to the center, where you can be thrown through the middle of the place, or you could be hit. Your back could be smacked into those blocks, because apparently those blocks are supposed to be extremely tough. That only when the gods of destruction fought together, and they were going everywhere, so they destroyed certain sections of it. So you don't want to be hit by any one of those blocks, or you do not want to get in contact with those blocks, because they will do double damage or more damage. So I would say maybe the first 10 minutes, our heroes or any universe would be playing passive, or maybe even trying to group together to take out stronger opponents. But the first 10 minutes would be just playing passive, trying to bait out the enemy, cause the enemy to use more energy. So here's another thing that we saw, that in Resurrection F, Goku beats Frieza because Frieza's not able to control his or her energy. I actually forgot what Frieza's gender was for a second. That's why I called his or her. Anyway, but in my opinion was that Goku would easily be able to force the enemy to use a lot more energy than he has to, because you have to remember, Super Saiyan Blue has a huge ignition, so when he does go Super Saiyan Blue, it's going to be once, and then he wants to keep that form consistently, because going a second time would make him significantly weaker, but not by that large amount of margin, because now they have more control over the thing, but it would be a lot weaker. Also, another thing that Goku might want to keep under wraps, I'm just saying Goku because I feel like he's going to be the one to win the tournament, he's going to be the reason everyone wins or loses. Goku could keep Kaioken under wraps, or he could even use the Spirit Bomb. I know you're probably thinking like, but that doesn't affect anyone that's good. But you have to be pure of heart, and the only people I would say are pure of heart in the universal battle is Jiren, I would say, to some extent, because from what we've seen of his character, he meditates a lot. So Piccolo is also considered, I would say, pure of heart. Gohan, Goku, Krillin, I would say, to some extent, maybe even androids 18, not 17, because 17 is a very aggressive guy. Vegeta would not be considered, neither would Frieza, but the Spirit Bomb would be a very effective move to wipe out a huge number of people, because it's a giant energy ball, which Frieza could also use forgot about his gender again, could use his giant energy ball to clear out a group of enemies that are clumped, because a lot of people would like to stay grouped and clumped, so massive attacks that hit several people together would be the most ideal ways to win the tournament. But then on the other hand is that we don't know the capabilities of every single one, and so far the only capabilities we do know is of Universe 6. No, I'm just going to call it a Universe Hit, because I don't remember what universe it is. So Universe Hit, and probably Universe, the really mean guy that looks like Dr. Eggman. He looks like Toppa looks like Eggman. I'm just gonna say that Toppa is Eggman. It shows that there is a huge perspective and a huge thing that these universes are probably the strongest when it comes to battle power. because they have the Goku's universe may have the lowest battle power, but they do have a lot of strong fighters. So does the other universes. They may have a few strong universes, but in Hit's universe, I'm going to say their biggest issue or the biggest problem or the negative card is not any of them there, not even Frost. It's, and I'm going to be serious, I'm going to say this once and once only, is the Super Saiyan, the legendary Super Saiyan transformation that the character has. As we've seen in when Broly he just turns into this destructive monster, almost Hulk-esque, not caring about anything. Does not care if it's ally or enemy, so when she would turn into that sort of Saiyan, it would be very difficult to predict who she would attack and what she would attack. So they basically brought a ticking bomb with them, so I don't think that Hit's universe is going to be there for maybe they're probably going to be there for about the 20-minute mark and then get eliminated. Then Universe Dopa, the Eggman looking ass fool, will be there probably till the end with some members of Universe 7 still present, because they're our heroes, so they're not going to get them kicked out very early, even if they're planning to just revoke this and go for like a reboot, like a soft reboot, like destroy the universes. Goku can use the Super Dragon Balls to resurrect the universe with certain alterations due to just some insert random Dragon Ball explanation. So we could get that, but the universe with the elephant god of destruction, I feel like that universe is probably going to be the comedy universe. Like you could take them almost as jokes. They'll be powerful fighters, but they'll have a more joking nature towards everything going around. Not like, ooh, cool, fun, our universe is gonna die, but a very jokish nature. Because the first time we see them, they're all just stop and take a protein shake, which I've got to say is freaking amazing. It's actually very, very well timed. But the biggest concern I have is for the heroes and for all the other universes is that they have aligned themselves, or some of them have aligned themselves with that tiny little weasel-looking ass god of destruction. And I feel like that's going to backfire majorly. Even if they eliminate Goku first, which I don't see happening, but it is still a possibility, because they could just make Gohan the superhero, or Vegeta, or Frieza. Well, it could be a multitude of things. But if they eliminate Goku first, I think the Omni King might just throw a fit and just end the tournament. I say that I think. I'm not sure. But this is just a few tactics our heroes could use. I got a little bit off topic. But they could use their abilities, but most of it would be surrounded by, it's going to be Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta going their solos, going the 1v1 fights, because they are pretty tanky. Okay, how should I say? They're basically Volibear, even though they're super tanky, but when they bite you, you are fucked. You do not have a health bar anymore. So that's one analogy, league analogy. And the other one is that Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, Android 17 and 18, they'll work together, they'll fight together, because they'll be more group-oriented battle strategies. I would say Master Roshi will do something extremely perverted during the fight. I am not saying that it's a possibility. I am guaranteeing he will do something weird and will cause one of the female fighters from the other universe to either hit him completely off the stage, or they're just going to run and jump off the stage just to get away from that pervert. That's my thing. I don't think Krillin or Tenshin will be the Cyclops looking eyes, the guy with 3 eyes. I feel like they're not going to be as effective as the others with cleaning house. They'll be there just for the numbers, and they're going to be like supports. Like, they'll protect them, they'll take a few hits whenever they can, they'll use abilities to distract enemies, so Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta are able to take them out quickly and effectively. But these are just my thoughts on it. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you believe may happen in the universe tournament. And this was my thinker personality. Do you think this was cool? Do you think this personality is more fun? I could use him more in the video, or am I using the personality, or the personality is using me? You will never know. Anyway, just continue to growl away and tell me what you think in the comments. All right, bye-bye. See you guys. Oh wait, no, don't click off. Hit the fucking subscribe button. I want you to punch it. I want you to take a dagger. I want you to go Super Saiyan Blue. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care you have to go Golden Super Saiyan Blue with a fucking grow a monkey tail. I want you to hit that subscribe button and maybe the dislike button because I am going a bit crazy. Maybe even the like button while you're at it. Anyway, thank you for watching and hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.